The following program is a live podcast with hospitality individuals and chefs who are real people. Topics may include drinking, occasional vitamin use, choreographed violence, Appalachian humor, politics, comic books, ghosts, overindulgence, polyamory, theft, obstruction of justice, bleeding wounds, and more. These things some people may find offensive, but are not limited to what may offend some people but not others. The show does occasionally use language that would be not safe for work. But it's how real people talk, and like we said in the first line of the warning, these are real people. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please call our comment line at 860-744-4767. Thank you.
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean what's wrong with? What's wrong with you?
No, what's wrong with you?
No, what's wrong with you? You're projecting.
Drop it.
You drop it. You stop projecting on me. Why don't you go enjoy yourself while I go ice my balls and spit up blood?
Drop it!
Team player.
Hey, maybe you haven't been keeping up on current events, but we just got our asses kicked, pal.
Yeah, big man in a suit of armor. Take that off, what are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
A sign. Those proportions are correct.
Nice muscles, Tyler, dude.
I actually give a whole talk about treating our work like an athletic event. And when you see it that way, doesn't mean you don't have fun. And I mean, having a shift drink and hanging with the people you just did battle with should never be taken away. But I mean, what's wrong with like calling that out a little bit? It almost feels like our industry is growing up a little bit. And I know it's easy to hold on to what was and to really glorify it. And I liked the School of Hard Knocks. I liked how hard life was. I felt like I was doing something not a lot of people could handle. But it doesn't mean it needs to be the norm. And I think that to have that stuff challenged, I don't think is that awful.
I admit I don't look like the athlete of the day supposed to look. My belly's just a little big, my hand is just a little big, but brother, I am bad and they know I'm bad. And there were two bad people. One was John Wayne and he's dead, brother, and the other one's right here.
If you just shut the fuck up for 30 seconds, you might learn something.
Welcome to PlumLuvFoods Live, #1 live digital audio industry show for chefs by chefs. Hosted by multi-time Food Network winner and award-winning chef, Chef Plum, and culinary veteran, star of the Food Saver commercial, Chef Jeff. So wrap, date, and rotate because the boys are about to set your Nissan flaws. Here are the Good Brothers.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? It's Chef Plum coming at you live right here on the internet on a Thursday night. Super excited to be hanging out with you right now because it's going down. We got a fun show tonight. It's been one hell of a week. We're going to be joined this week by my partner in crime when it comes to Restaurant Road Trip, your brother Dan Fisher, to join us because it's been one hell of a week when it comes down to it. We have had some big announcements here at Restaurant Road Trip. We're really excited about that, that's for sure. So we thought, who would be a better person to talk about it? Well, nobody besides Dan Fisher will be joining us here very, very shortly. He's our executive producer and director when it comes to the program. We can't wait to break his balls a little bit, talk about the show, and of course, we'll probably show some footage. I got a feeling we might show the very first episode we did, which we'll have to check with Dan. That might have been, it's 2024. It might have been, that's math, 7-8 years ago at this point. And you might see a very young-looking Chef Plum there, I think. We're going to be a lot of fun. We're excited to be hanging out with you. We're going to show the episode. One of the episodes got nominated for an Emmy this year. I can't wait to talk about that a little bit more. We got a big event coming up here, Memorial Day weekend. We're going to talk about that a little bit. We got so much stuff happening, and I couldn't sit here and just yell at myself. No. I'm joined by a gentleman here who may or may not be a fan of gummy bears. He may or may not be a COVID survivor. He has 19 kids. He's one of the best chefs on the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Jeffy's here with me. Hey, buddy, what's happening? Your microphone is muted, my friends. Unmute that microphone. There he is. Yeah. What a week this week's been, huh?
Yeah, you listen. As the summer creeps up on us, things just start getting busier and busier. Things are happening everywhere. Got the Emmy nominations. Got the Emmy nominations, which are huge for us.
Well,
big,
let's slow
big
down.
news.
We'll get to that. That's been a big. We got those. It's going to be amazing to have that right there. Chef Dave on Instagram is chiming in. Gummy bears are the best. He's a big fan. Of course, we got the man behind the board sitting there with us, Chef Dan. There he is. Look at that. Looking like a sexy beast right there.
Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Happy to be here.
It's been a big week, Dan, hasn't it? We got a big week. It's been exciting. We can't wait to talk about Emmys with everybody. I'm excited. Shout out to Sandra's Next Generation just joined us right there on Instagram Live. Shout out to Sandra. We love her very, very much.
You're the best.
What a week it's been, boys, honestly. I don't know where to start first. We start promoting or just talk about what we're talking about first? What do you want to do? How about a little promoting? I'll go first.
Promoting. I'm with promoting.
We'll do a little promoting first. That's what we'll do. We'll do a little promoting first. I just realized I didn't upload the picture. But really, really fun, actually, this week. Very, very exciting. Just came out, I think it was today or yesterday. I had a piece in Dan's magazine, Dan's Papers, that magazine.
Yeah, Hamptons magazine. It's a Hamptons.
Yeah, out in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
They wrote a nice piece about your boy over here, which is awesome. I was trying to upload it, but I didn't get it up there in time. Maybe I can send it over to Dan. He can get it up there for us. We have a great event coming up. It's called, there it is right here. I got a better thing for it. The Rose Soiree. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're excited about this event. We're going to make some great stuff. I'm very excited about getting out there and doing it because you know what it is? It's like all these events happen out in the Hamptons, and whether you like them, whether you don't, whatever the story is, the bottom line is this when it comes down to them. It's if you're in the area, it's good to be there, Jeffy. It's just good to be a part of it.
Listen,
isn't it?
all events are good events, especially when you're going to be drinking rosé. You're going to be out in the sunshine. You're going to be in the Hamptons. You're going to smell the ocean. It's going to be an amazing time. I can't think of a better thing to do than to hang out with a bunch of chefs, a bunch of restaurateurs outside, drink awesome wines, eat dope food, and get the party and live stream with us.
That's it. It's going to be awesome. Dan, I just sent you those pictures. You can put them up there. Much better pictures than what I've got up here right now. I thought I uploaded them, but I guess I didn't upload the videos, but not that. It's going to be a great event. I'm telling you right now, the fun part about that whole thing is I think, like you were saying, Jeffy, we might live stream our entire booth while we're there.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. And we're still, it's questionable whether Jeffy's going to be there. It's questionable.
I'm going to float in and out.
Anthony's chiming in on Instagram. Can we promote Bianca, Jade, and Naomi? Yes, we'll talk about that in a minute. Jeffy has no idea what we're talking about, but we'll talk about it in a minute.
I don't know what that means.
Well, it was WrestleMania weekend last weekend, and one of the biggest live events that's ever happened. It was incredible. Yeah, it was awesome. And
so
by the way, Dusty Rhodes in our intro there, his son. And by the way, Dusty Rhodes never held the WWE Championship ever. His son won it last weekend, which is incredible. So
that is a cool story, actually, to see it come full circle.
It's awesome.
Hey,
the meat teacher, good brother Matt Gwark's chiming in. What's up, buddy? We miss you. Hope you're doing well. Yes, Matt, he's right. WrestleMania was in Philly. It was incredible. I was hoping to go. Good brother Rob Prado was supposed to hook it up, but didn't. So we couldn't go. But it was going to be awesome. What a great show. Dude, they sold over 300,000 tickets to events that weekend. Do you understand how many tickets that is?
Where did they put it? Where was it?
Lincoln Financial Field, where the fucking Phillies play. Holy shit. The meat teacher went Sunday night. Bro, you gotta let us know, Matt. Was it just insane? Because watching it as it was going down, it was insane to watch and just was going down. I'll tell you, people give shit to pro wrestling, Jeffy, but I got to tell you right now, when you look at these fucking events that happen and what they do live, there is just no feeling, no event ever that is like that. And there's Matt chiming in. He said it was nuts. And he went to SmackDown on Friday. Dan, it's crazy, man. And there it is right here. The Me Too chiming again. So freaking good. Jeffy, I'm telling you, I'm going to get you to an event and you're going to love it.
Somebody's going to teach me the way.
That's what we're going to do. That's the plan. That is definitely the plan. And much like our good friend Cody Rhodes, we, as the producers, hosts, directors of Restaurant Road Trip, we got nominated for 3 Emmys last year. Ooh. And this year, my friends, we got nominated for 3 more. And I'm telling you right now, Anthony right here on Instagram, I'm telling you, my good brother Chef Mac Gwark on Facebook, who's paying attention to us, we are going to finish our story much like Cody Rhodes. We are taking home a win this year. We're going to finish the story, Jeffy. That is the fucking plan. We are nominated for the lifestyle category for our episode of Vegan Detour and Barbecue Mecca. We are nominated in the Arts and Entertainment short form for our Art of Yum episode, which we're going to show everybody later on. Excellent. And, of course, One that I'm extremely proud of that I got our guest tonight helped make this part happen. He pushed us to do it. Program host, your boy Chef Plum, nominated as a host.
Hell yeah, you deserve it. I can't wait to see it. You're gonna bring that one home. I think that's the one.
Do you know how incredible it would be? Like it would be my Cody Rhodes moment, like WrestleMania. Anthony,
dude, I would feel it.
I'm going to finish the story. That's what we're going to do and start a new book with it. By the way, just so you guys can see better here, this is from our friends over at Dan's Papers right here. Check that out. This is published in their I can say the episode in their issue this week. There you go. The Tastemakers for the Rosé Soiree. There's the event right there. Sunday, May 26, 2024.
Let's go.
It's going to be a fun event. We can't wait. Come out and see us. DansTaste.com is where you get tickets for that. You want to see this event. You want to be there for this event. The who's going to be there, and what a great freaking way to kick off the summer. Come out there and see us, the Rosé Soiree from Dan's. It's going to be a lot of fun. And this June, Danimal, we finish our story. That's what I'm saying.
We're going to finish it. It's going to be a beautiful thing.
Rocking
them Emmys, man. Love it.
And we can't finish the story by ourselves. Mm-mm. You know, we need myself. We need Dan. We need Jeffy.
The whole crew.
One person that we need to finish this story. We can't do it ourselves. We need help, Jeffy. We need help. Dan.
No.
We can't do it.
Colin, where is he?
Listen, all I'm going to tell you this right now is that if we're going to go out there, we're going to make it happen. Oh, he's got some more Facebook chiming in. 155,000 in back-to-back nights. Crazy amount of people. Listen, that's for WrestleMania, but we're going back to our own personal WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, multi-time Emmy nominee, our partner in Restaurant Road Trip, one of the best human beings you're going to meet on the freaking planet. This gentleman is one of the most talented people there is with a camera. This gentleman is one of the most talented people at making other people look good. It's what he does for a living. Please welcome to the program our good brother, who we love very, very much, and we're very lucky to have a chance to hang out with him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the multi-time Emmy-nominated Dan Fish. There he is.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Come on, bro. No, you deserve every bit of that, bro. You deserve it. And listen,
hell yeah,
we're going to finish our story this June. That's what we're going to do.
I like it. Don't tell anybody what you're going to say, though, up there. That's where it's going to get messy.
Oh, I've been working on it. Can I tell it to you a little bit? And listen, I made this all on my own. No one has ever helped me. I thought of this all on my own. Can I tell it to you?
All right, let's go.
All right, ready? Hard work pays off. Dreams come true.
This guy.
Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. How about that? Come on, what do you think?
I love it.
I love it.
Never heard it before. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What? Yo, where you come up with these things? I don't know, but that was amazing.
And we're gonna say that, and we're gonna kick over the podium and then walk off stage.
Yep. I like it. I hope it happens.
Yeah.
Don't
tempt me with a good time.
That's right. That's from our good brother Scott Hall, by the way. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. Well,
Razor
Fish, I'm
Ramon.
gonna turn this music off here and talk to you for a minute, man, because honestly, you and I, we talk, I would say, arguably several times a week. No question about that. But this week, in particular, was a very special week because we knew the Emmy nominations were coming out, and I want to talk about that feeling for you when we wait for it. It came out at noon on Tuesday. We're hitting that refresh button. We're checking that email. I mean, did you feel like we were going to get it? We were going to get something out of it? Or were you like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was a flash in the pan last year.
I felt like last year it was different than this year because we submitted for the same categories aside from you being a host. Like, to me, I think you submitting for the host meant a lot more than the other two. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we had already got nominated for the other two. But you submitting for the host, I think, means more not for just our show, but
I do want
outside
to
of
point
our
out,
show.
though, just so everybody think I'm bullshitting. Like, you kind of pushed me to push us to do that as a group.
Well, you deserve it. I mean, the whole show, we've been doing it for like 8 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's all you.
Well, I appreciate
we're good at
recognition,
all
bro.
It's not all me, but I appreciate that.
No.
Yeah, it is. It is recognition. That's why I was super juiced up that you got that nom. Because I think that's big time. I'm juiced up for the other ones. I'm happy for the team and all of us. And obviously, I hope we win and excited to go to Boston again and have fun there. But
yeah,
you getting the nom for that, I think, was big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. I agree. I do. And if I win, just realize I'm going to be intolerable for like 2 months.
Oh, you're going to be awful.
It's going to be the worst. Like, oh my God. Like, even me just talking about making dinner for my wife's going to be cutting a fucking wrestling promo. Like, it's going to be all just nonstop. It's going to be the worst.
Yeah, you earn it.
But no, listen. Getting that nomination for that obviously meant the world, but for me, it's about the group. It's always been about the group. It's always about the group. It's always about us, and it's about the restaurants that we work with and what we do with this program. And when we started the show, you and I, years ago, it was about showcasing some amazing places because we both felt like living where we live, sandwiched between New York and Boston, these places don't get the recognition they deserve. And there's so much food history where we live at the moment. And we wanted to showcase that. And I think that not only do we still do that, we do it better than ever now.
Yeah, I think just the years of doing it too, we've found. I mean, I had never stepped in a kitchen like behind the scenes prior to us working on the show. So just from a crew standpoint, knowing how to walk around the kitchen and not be in the way and things to get just over the years and showcase restaurants in a better light, I think over the years we just got better at it, and we can tell the story differently now too for each place.
Chefs are weird people, aren't they?
They're not weird people. I mean, you guys are all dope. What do you mean? Your characters, that's for sure.
Yeah. But that's what I love about it though too, because you have such respect for it when you're in the kitchen. It's one of the things that Jeffy pointed out to me after the first time we shot season 1. He was like, the respect that Fish has, how he's just so respectful about being behind people or walking through the kitchen, not wanting to ruffle any feathers or cause any turmoil. You remember talking about this, Jeff? It was a couple years ago.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was actually just gonna chime in and comment that exact thing. Is like I thought he touched on that what you said, and I think that's important. Is that you really set a tone with the whole crew. I think you doing it so many years and like working with all the guys that you work with are all like your boys and people that that work with Full Send probably regularly when you're not doing Restaurant Road Trip.
Full Send is Dan's company.
Yeah, a little plug there. But they but everybody on the crew is just absolutely aware of what's going on. Like that it's an active restaurant. We're there. We're trying to like bless these people. We're not trying to get in the way. We're trying to like give them the space they need to still do what they have to do while we're trying to do what we have to do. And I just like, being brought on and that was a concern of mine. You know what I mean? Like coming to it and then seeing you guys in action. That's what me and Plum immediately talked about it right after. And I was just like, dude, that was wild. Like they're like, it's like you guys have like a chef mentality when you're in the kitchen already, which I thought was great. And I think probably comes from doing it for whatever it has been 8 years now.
Yeah, I mean, it's that. It's also the people, like aside from all of us that work together, the people that are also on the team I've worked with for years, like over a decade for 2 of them. Sorry, 1 of them, close to a decade with the other. But anyway, you have like an unspoken
Matt, Alex, shout out to those guys.
Matt, John, Alex. A lot of people, more than that too. Yep.
Jeff, our best sound guy in the biz. Jeff's
amazing, and Glenn, who worked on season 1. But yeah, you have like an unspoken kind of language, I guess, like body language. Or honestly, Matt and I sometimes have like 1 and 2 tight and wide. Like we'll actually do those kind of moves just so we know what each other are getting, and then just being around you all and getting an idea of what it's like in the restaurant business. I have earned like a ton of respect for that. And so I'm conscious that when we walk into these kitchens, obviously these restaurants aren't paying us to be there. We're in their house. So not trying to be, I don't know, in the way, even though we are sort of in the way, like that, riding that line a little bit. It's always a challenge, but something we're conscious of, so.
Chef Dave is chiming on Instagram. He says we refer to that as the dance, which she's right. It is kind of a dance, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
I think one of the things that I love so much about what we do with this program is, one, we can talk about how it's grown, but what I think I love the most about it is, you said nobody pays to be on our show. Like we insist, and to pull the curtain back a little bit, we insist on being there when the restaurant's busy. We insist on being there when it's full of people. We tell our sound guys, it drives them crazy. They're going to be like, oh my God, we can't record all the sound with all this. It has to be, it's a busy restaurant. That's what we want to be at. We want to be there at the height of when they're busy. We want to be in the kitchen when shit's going down for real. We don't tell them what to make. Like we say, Dan, we'll go up to them. We'll talk to Dan about that in a second because Dan's our culinary production supervisor on there. And he says, okay, talk to me about your food. What are you proud of here? What do you guys want to showcase? And that's what we make. Shows like diners, drive-ins, and dives. They tell them what they're going to make. They close the restaurant. It's a very, very, very controlled atmosphere, unlike what we do on Restaurant Road Trip, Fish.
Yeah, it's a little chaotic when we try to do that.
Yeah,
like you go into going into a restaurant that's like slammed, and we're like with our crew and lighting and all that, and trying to get just a corner and not be obstructive. Man, it's hard. But I think in the final pieces, it's better that there's people there and there's an ambiance to the episode. It's not just like an empty freaking restaurant,
100%
shows it alive.
Yeah, totally.
I want to talk to the Danimal for a second about that too with Fish here. Dan, like we talked about before, when we go in to show them the food, what do they want to make? You talk to the chef, you talk to the owner. What do you guys want to showcase? Unlike a show like Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives, where they tell them what they're going to make. Hey, you're going to make this. The producers of the show tell the restaurant what they're going to make. I don't ever want to do that. I want us. And I've told you, I made it very clear. Like, let's showcase what they're proud of. Let's show them because that's what they'll do the best, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They get super excited when you ask them what they want or what they're interested in, their input on it. They don't. Sometimes you come in and they want to show you what they have, but they're a little timid, they're a little shy. But you come in and you tell them, like, show us who you are, show us what you have. For me, that's the most fulfilling thing of the whole show is that we come in and we want them to showcase what they have. When we were at Hidden Kitchen, homeboy he wanted to show us everything he had because he was just throwing out. He was, I got these muffins, I got this French toast that we stacked 6 different ways, and it's awesome to get that energy because you get that energy and you get that love back in every episode, and that's why you feel that, and that's the beautiful thing about it.
I think what's great to see though, Dan, with that and Fish, I want to get your 2 cents on that as well, but when we do that show and kind of how you fell into that role, like as we kept going and getting more into it, you took more control of that role. And even to the point where when Fish would be wanting to shoot the pictures of the food and get that, you were right in their hands on, whether it was taking that branding iron and burning the burger or seasoning it or pouring olive oil or turning it to make sure it looked good. Like there's so many little things, and we're a small crew, and but being a part of that and getting a handle on it. And I think a lot of it came after the Hidden Kitchen episode, which we love those guys. They're really nice people, but you were like, okay, 3 dishes. We're not doing 46, 3 dishes. But getting that handle on it, I think is really important.
Every episode was a learning experience. Every episode from the first day, it's funny. I went to Matt Storch's restaurant and was remembering that was the first spot we went to. And the first thing I did was I'll grab them bags or I'll grab them pipes. And then slowly you just kind of learn something. And I saw there was a void in a place I can jump into and make a situation less, awkward for everyone. Jump in, talk to the chef, see what they want to do, and it worked. It ended up working out great, and it's the best part. I remember being at the corner and them talking about how respectful everybody was. The corner so celebrated. They had banners with every food show that had ever been there, and they said to us that we were the best crew, the most respectful crew of anyone who's ever been in their kitchen, and that's like that is feels good. That's what you want to hear.
Well, I think that right there, Fish, is why we are good at what we do. That's why we just got 3 more Emmy nominations to put under our belt. It's incredible.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, it's a lot of you guys too. You're 3 chefs on the team teach the rest of the crew sort of how to act, not like aggressively, but just by what you're doing.
Set a tone.
Mimic that.
Set the tone.
Set a tone. Exactly.
And we hope that on June 8th in Boston, Massachusetts,
dun, 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 dun,
we will finish our story. We will bring home one of those Emmys. All we want is one. We just need one statue to bring home. If we can bring home one, we finish the story, because then we can open the chapter for the new book. But only then can we open the chapter for the new book. Dan, this show has gone through many incarnations. I mean, at some points when it first started, it was just you and me. It wasn't a whole crew of people. There was no culinary production guy right here. We didn't have another producer watching us over here. Nope, it was you and me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wild. My wife did audio for one of the episodes.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
We were nothing, man. We were slim crew.
Shout out to our friend Marcos chiming in on Facebook. Hello to the best chefs ever. Marcos, what's up, brother? How are you? Love the headband.
Marcos.
Marcos is a nice guy. So, but we actually are going to show. I want to show the episode, the very, very first one that we did over at M Bar. Do you remember that? This place was it was. This is probably circa 2018, I'm guessing.
Like that, yeah.
We had started this show originally started off as a segment during a morning TV program locally. And so we had, I pitched the program to them. They wanted to work with me. I've been a regular on their TV show, and they were like, okay, let's do it. And so we did it, and we raised the funds, and we went and shot it, and it is definitely grown. How about that? And this episode, I don't know if we'll make it through the whole thing, Dan. I don't know. We'll decide if we want to, but we'll watch some of it. You'll see a very young looking Chef Plum here. But it's still the same concept, just showcasing these amazing places. And this place was great. And the chef of this restaurant still reaches out to me to this day. It was a fun spot. Dan, you remember this one?
I do. I don't know if we had met prior to this shoot, like maybe on the phone. But I think we had just like physically met this day. And we shot this in like 4 or 5 hours.
Who knew it would become one of the best friendships of all time? And shout out to our friend Ryan Christopher for making the connection. I said something nice, and would you say this?
I know. Don't worry about it.
You're a terrible human. You're a terrible human. Jesus. I actually have video of the very first time Dan and I met. I went to shake his hand, and I was excited. I was like, oh, Fish, so excited. You're such a talented guy. I've checked out your stuff, and here's what he said to me.
Do you like hot fudge sundaes?
Yeah. Clearly, he didn't give a fuck about me, and I was like, well, we're going to shoot this episode, right? The episode of the show. And he was like,
this ain't happening, man. This can't be happening, man. This isn't happening.
It happened.
It's Aliens.
Oh, man.
Fish. That's from Aliens.
This is exactly what happened. No, I got that. Yeah.
I got the reference. I don't know. I'm old, much older than you. So check this out. This is if you want to speak during this, make sure you unmute your microphone because I can't do it here. You have to undo it on your side. But feel free to talk. I would love it. This is circa 2018, our first restaurant road trip ever at M Bar. Where was this place, Dan? Do you remember?
Mystic. I don't think it's there anymore. It used to be, was a gas station turned into a restaurant. Now I don't know what it is.
I will say when I met the owners, I was like, I don't know how long this place is going to last. I don't know. That's what I thought in my brain. But
they own the winery in town.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they own Jesus, I'm forgetting it. My sister got married there. It's right down in Stonington too.
Nice place.
Yeah, they own it. Yeah, it's a nice place. Great, good wine, beautiful.
Anyway, you like the wine? Listen, for Dan Fish to like the wine, all he has to have is alcohol in it. And he's like, oh, it's a good wine. So check this out. This is M Bar from 2018. Check this out.
What's up, guys? I'm Chef Plum, and this is Restaurant Road Trip. And today we're in beautiful Mystic, Connecticut.
No gray
at the
that
M Bar. Check this place out.
Presented by Ergo Chef Knives and Asylum Distillery.
You are so excited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at all that.
I love the music.
You are the owner here at M Bar. This place is gorgeous. This used to be a gas station, right?
Yes.
And so tell me, that's kind of becoming a thing. You were telling me about how people are taking old gas stations and turning them into restaurants.
They are. And we wanted to do something that was sort of an industrial
style. Here's an idea, Dad. Let me wear the orange shirt.
We have so many people coming regularly now.
Yeah.
Have to get their morning coffee and
that's right.
Croissants or the like.
Well, I'm excited to try some food, and you have a great chef here who's making unbelievable stuff, and you guys are big supporters of local. How important is local food to you guys in a place like this?
Extremely. The menu is going to change throughout the year to accommodate what's available for the chef.
Right now, I'm going to go eat this food. Whether someone's with me or not, whether Dan or Mike are coming with the cameras, I don't know. I'm going to go eat it. So, but maybe I will. Maybe you could just tell them a little bit more about it, and just you got it. I'll be back in a while.
I got a joke in there. That's good.
Yeah, good one. Transition.
This is Chef Scott Mickelson. Chef, this place is unbelievable. How long have you been here?
Since the inception.
But you didn't like the graphics?
I was like, I don't remember us ever doing stuff like that. Like
yeah.
Whoa.
That's how I edit.
Yeah. Wow.
That came free with Adobe. That's the transition.
The get-go, huh?
From the get-go.
And you guys do breakfast like all
is
day
that
long.
Bear Grylls?
3 p.m. every day.
Wow. All day long breakfast. Great for travelers. Great for coming and hanging out. Or great for even just vacationing here.
Why do I look like I'm going to eat this guy? There's a massive size difference here.
Is this Dual Survivor? What are we watching right now?
That's terrible.
Never seen
That's like the worst shirt to wear on a TV show.
His or mine?
That's why he wears black chef coats from here on out.
Yeah,
this is the only episode that you showed up in that.
From here on out, black chef coats.
Where were you, Plum, that you were dressed like a substitute teacher?
Jeffy,
The cool substitute teacher.
You're like, hey, they call me Mr. Plumber. You guys can call me Chef Plum. Hey, I'm here to
Home
teach you
economics
guys.
teacher.
Accurate.
It's only funny because he's right.
Mystic and getting up late for breakfast, right? Absolutely. So what are we going to make back here in the kitchen?
We're gonna go make a banana foster. One of our favorite desserts.
Wow, well, I think he's telling me something here. I don't know, right? Is that what it is, Chef?
It's time to go.
Let's go make it.
Time
Come
to get
on.
some calories.
Sounds delicious.
That's a slimmed down version of a traditional banana.
This was such a
foster.
small kitchen. I remember it was like the tiniest little kitchen.
It's like a walk-in closet. I'm not even in the kitchen right now while they're doing this.
Yeah, you
sauteed
probably
in brown
were.
butter,
It was
flambéed
just
with
me
dark
next to
rum. We serve it over a little bit of banana granola, tying in the whole banana theme, and then top it with a house churned cinnamon tangerine honey gelato.
Wow.
It's phenomenal.
That sounds awesome.
delicious, doesn't it, Jeff?
Sounds amazing.
You don't like anything like that, right? No. The brown sugar's not super overpowering. That granola is killer, on point. It really makes that texture come out. Because a lot of times you get a dish like this, it's so mushy in your mouth, you know? Technical word,
I have to
mushy.
go back in.
Go for it. Oh.
This right here is a locally produced.
Can you go back?
Give you a
Can you play that part again?
You didn't even get a fork? Did you eat with your hands?
You would kill me for doing that. You just sucking on your fingers all sexy like with the sex lips.
Well, we had no culinary production supervisor to say, let's put some forks on the table. Make sure you
Forks that.
Yo, that was amazing.
This is gonna sound weird. The fat content.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You gotta have the fat.
Delicious.
You leave the meat behind and eat the fat. When you've got a beautiful premium quality animal, it's the fat. The fat is where it's at.
Yeah,
Pretty sure I was the drummer for Dokken.
Dude, absolutely.
That's what I told my wife too.
Hey.
Next up, what do you got here, Chef?
There's a little Hastings family farm honeyed yogurt with banana granola and fresh berries.
Wow, look at
We
that.
then drizzle this with a honey that's produced right in North Stonington on the nation's oldest continuous farm.
So much amazing local food here, man. I love it. Especially
those of us joining us right now, we are recapping because of our Emmy nominations this year. We are recapping the first episode of Restaurant Road Trip. Talking to it, we got our guest Dan Fish. He is our partner in the show right now. Shout out to our friends over at Brooklyn Dumpling Shop joining us on Instagram. Sorry, Jeff, just catch people with what's going on.
Sorry, I can't
say how much you guys promote the fact that you're using local food.
We like our local producers. We like to put our money back into the economy, and you know the end result is you're supporting your local guys, but your guests are getting better food.
That woman made me drink.
Unbelievable food, an unbelievable setting, unbelievable drinks, and even better people right here at M Bar in Mystic, Connecticut. You guys got to make the trip to come check this place out. I'm going to hang out and finish drinking my wine and get the rest of the guys out of here. And next week, we'll check out another really cool spot right here in Connecticut on Restaurant Road Trip.
No funny outro. Okay. No. You just did a hand gesture.
Yeah, what do you mean no funny outro? That was hilarious. yo, yeah, I'm gonna get these guys out of here.
First of all,
what is that about? Where are you going?
My best Ina Garten impressions. Where
are you guys going?
I'm gonna get these guys out of here.
It's a good question. Where were we going, Plum?
Out of here.
I'm gonna get the camera guys out so I can drink with the women that I was hanging out with.
It's true though. I mean, okay.
I don't know. Listen,
Asylum is now called Fifth State, by the way. Just throwing promos out there.
Oh yeah, Asylum Distillery is now called Fifth State Distillery. That's right. Oh. But how fun? Listen, it's funny to watch that and kind of see. Like we went into that kind of seat of our, flying by the seat of our pants. There was no plan. I knew we talked about the food. Yeah. I knew we'd have a drink, talk about the bar menu, but there was no like, okay, let's make it fun and silly and have a great time with it, which I think makes a big difference, Fish, when we do the show.
Well, and this goes to today, like that whole span we've done the show. What's so nice about it is there isn't anybody telling us what to do or what we can't do. So like all my other commercial work that I do and all that, your clients, you're following rules, not rules, but you're sort of, you're making it tailored to them.
Yeah.
We can tailor this to us and what we want to do. And we've done that the entire time. And that's what makes it fun for us. And that's why we keep doing it. And I think it makes it relatable and lets you be you. That's the best part.
I mean, this is why he's so freaking smart. Do you hear that, Jeffy? You hear what he's talking about?
I hear that. I hear it loud and clear, man. Danny Miami, Daddy Tenderloin, a.k.a. This guy right here. Okay, you have no idea. Like he's like
we got 7 different nicknames. It was incredible.
He's like a Buddhist monk on set. He just like walks around. He's never upset. He's never nervous. He's like calm, keeping everybody else calm, taking the shots, making everybody look cool. It's like, and then they're edit machines. I mean, I just can't give. Honestly, it's like, I mean, we all work hard on it, but like you guys, like behind the camera, work so hard and make it like magic. Like it really comes together because of you guys. And it's like I'm always just so impressed because it's like I see all the shots as they come together, but seeing how it all gets totally pieced together and like with the music and everything, it's like you guys do so. I'm always so proud to be part of the project, like because of that. You know, it's like it's cool.
Thanks, Jeff. I mean, honestly, you work very hard too. I remember this last season when what happened twice. I think the night before, we were supposed to film at a restaurant.
Yeah,
that restaurant backed out, and you scrambled, and within like 30 minutes, I think you had locked in a replacement.
Figured it out. Yeah.
Dan,
it was me and Dan both aside a little bit. Yeah, we made some calls, we made some things happen, and it came together. You know, but you know what? We learned a lot of cool stuff, and you know, like you said, we're chefs, kind of in the video business now. With the show, and we bring a lot of cool things to the table, but there's a lot of things that I kind of learn on the go, and I feel like every season they get better. I feel like next season we'll have some fail safes already in the barrel. Yeah. Like, you know, it's like I mean, it's like a chefy thing, but like, you know, when you cater, you end up bringing like after you do your first catering gig and you forget something or miss something, the next catering gig you bring one. Even though you don't need it, you bring a couple. You make sure you have it in the truck, and then you might not need it. But that
land a plane, Jeffy.
It's in there.
Land a plane, Jeffy.
All right. I'm stopping.
No, you're right. That's the same thing with camera, like photo, video. Like this big Pelican behind me, I'll bring on pretty much every shoot now, along with other shit. And I may not even need a single thing in there, but it's filled with miscellaneous stuff that whatever we're doing, maybe we need one cord or one cable. So it's the same thing, man. Just being prepared. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
So Dan, from a technical standpoint, you watched that first episode that we did there. How much have we changed since that first episode?
Just a little bit. Maybe we didn't change at all.
Yeah, I mean, going that from like Emmy nominated, like where we're at right now, where we've got, you know, because we're going to show one of our Emmy nominated shorts here in a second. How much do you think it's a massive change? Is it a slight little, you know, tweaks here and there? I mean, in my opinion, it's a pretty fucking massive change.
It's a big change technically, right? Like, camera wise, we were on a smaller little setup. Audio is the biggest one that I noticed there. I remember because it was based, I think that specific episode, I think it was just me. I don't think like Micah was there or anyone else was doing audio. So I think I was monitoring
audio, but we had Ryan or Micah was with us.
Were they there on that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so someone was monitoring it. But like, man, audio, having real, no offense to them, but they were producers, but real audio engineers on set now is such a drastic difference. Like if you have good audio and shitty visuals, you'll still pass. You can have like it could be whatever, but as long as the audio is good, you can still tell your story.
Interesting.
The visuals on this, the transitions caught me, like with the flips that we were doing back then. I don't remember that at all. That's wild, and we never did. We didn't. I must have edited it. It was just so long ago. Man, this was when I was living in a trailer.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember that full first year we did it. I was living in a trailer, and I would edit in the trailer. Yeah,
that's wild.
Well,
fun.
You know, one of the things I love the most about that, though, that episode sticks out to me. I love the music. I love the background audio in it. And like I was listening to it, and I feel like now looking at it, I'm like, I would tell you, I was like, Fish, the audio feels like it's a little bit high. I might want to bring that background a little bit down. But it was that music was nice because it gives that background music plays such a big role. Is what I'm trying to get at here. Like that background music really kind of gives the feel for the entire thing. You know, especially when you look at, you know, you watch a video about food, having like upbeat, fun music like that makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It was a little hot at some points.
Yeah.
When you were just talking, I was just thinking, I sort of trail off sometimes.
When I'm talking,
it was hard
appreciate
to...
that.
Yeah, no. You made me think of another thing. Basically, We had to make those episodes.
Fish was like,
3.5.
you know what I like? Ham sandwiches. I really enjoy a ham sandwich.
Yo, I
We
feel
get
your
done with
pain,
this.
Fish. I get it.
When we're
I
done,
know how it is.
I'm gonna get some white bread. I'm gonna toast it with some mustard, some mayo, salt, pepper, ham, and then iceberg lettuce. Yeah, no, Plum, you're right, totally. Iceberg lettuce is where it's fucking that's gonna be delicious. And then I'm gonna cut that bitch diagonal. I'm not cutting it down vertical. I'm cutting diagonal. So that's no, you're right. The audio got a little hot. Diagonal, and I'm gonna have some chips with that bitch. That's what I'm gonna have. That's what's happening just then.
That did, yeah, no, that was accurate. It was grilled cheese, not ham shit. But
Grilled
anyway,
cheese, yes.
Here we go.
Grilled cheese. Gruyere cheese. A little bit.
No, what I was thinking though is we showed that episode, like all of them. I think it might have been the first like 2 or 3 years we had to do it. We had 3.5 minutes. That's all we were given, maybe 3 minutes.
Because we were a
now,
segment on a morning news program, and listen, as much as I'm not a fan, they were really great to us. They aired our content. Yeah. They were good, and they gave us a chance. And plus, they really promote. At first, they promoted the hell out of it. Like I remember going into that segment. I'd come into the studio that day to do a cooking segment and promote it, and then their like main news guy was like the highly anticipated restaurant road trips, and I was like, oh, that guy, that's fucking awesome. He would say that, and it did well. They did well. I mean, our first season, man, our views, Fish, we got so many fucking views on that content. It was crazy.
We did, and that was awesome. We were getting like between 30 and like 60,000 views every episode.
And for those who don't know, back then, and the fact that it was local content, that was crazy.
It was crazy, yeah. But what I was thinking is like something has changed, I guess, between then and now.
Danimal, you can always clap. Listen, you're clapping. We'll take the clap.
Sure, that was amazing. Yeah, that was great for y'all.
Hold for applause. Hold for applause.
But like, I guess the point was like we talked, we did it, we took the jump off the cliff to make it happen, and it worked. That's the kind of the point. It worked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were able to tell the story of those restaurants in 3.5 minutes, and now though being given 7 minutes. Like roughly 7 or 8 minutes, it's so much better, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Well, 7-8 minutes, yeah, yes, absolutely, because it definitely becomes set more for a television program. Chaz Ellis chiming in. I went on a fish tour for 2 months back in 2000 or so. Not sure what he's talking about, but shout out to you for going on tour for fish.
That's cool. Yeah, fish. Yeah. They're on fire right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
I saw Fish once, and I couldn't. The guy tried to play Johnny Be Good on a vacuum. I was like, "What the fuck am I doing here with these hippie bullshit?"
Oh yeah, that's wild. Yeah, my roommate loves Fish. Shout out Eric.
I don't think anybody actually likes Fish. They just think they're supposed to.
I don't really like. I'm a more of a Grateful Dead guy, but I heard Goose is really hot. But
I mean,
I digress.
I always like that. Boom, 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 boom. Down with disease. That was a good song. Villains in my head. Nobody's with me.
I don't know.
No idea. I only know him from the Simpsons episode.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
I can grab my bass and play it for you. I used to be able to play it.
Is it stand-up bass? I hope it's a stand-up.
Down with the seas. Something bullshit in my head.
I don't know.
I'm not high enough for this.
Fish. I wish I was dead.
I could be.
Right.
You know what I noticed on this thing is that there was no culinary producer because he did banana granola and then he did yogurt. And I know that Dan would have been like, "Hey, man, I know this looks really good. What about this thing you also make that isn't yogurt? Because that's not really a dish, is it? Like you just tell and you just put honey on the yogurt."
That's true. Back to our fish conversation. Anthony's commenting on Instagram. He says, "Fish doesn't really exist. They're just bumper stickers and T-shirts." So, maybe that's the truth. I don't know.
That's hurtful. Okay. That's hurtful.
But yeah, no, you're right. Like he was like, I got some bacon on a stick and I made you some granola and bananas. However, the bananas Foster with some that's pretty fucking delicious.
That looked good.
Nothing wrong with that.
It did look good. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I would like to jump this a little bit forward here.
Okay.
And showcase one of the episodes that we got nominated for an Emmy this year for. And just see the difference in the two. I think it's interesting. So let's show the Art of Yum. How do you this episode? Do you want to talk? Is there anything to set this one up or no?
Yeah,
we don't
tee it up a little bit. Talk about it.
Yeah, I just uploaded it here. I gotta fucking pause it. There we go.
You want to?
First of all, immediately look like we do a little bumper there in the front, like, oh, it's restaurant road trip. Now it makes sense. So this restaurant was inside of a museum in Waterbury, Connecticut, which is called the Brass City. They were known for making brass way back in the day. Run by our good friend Chef Michonne Arrington, who is a very, very talented chef. Plus, he's an artist. He's a very talented fucking artist and a really cool fucking human being. You remember, Jeffy, how cool this guy was?
Super cool. And his partner, Dante. Both of them. Really cool. They had delicious sauces, like really creative dishes. Their vibe was awesome. Their dad was there.
Oh my God.
Dancing.
Their dad singing was incredible.
It was just the whole family vibe of that was so much fun. Yeah. And I thought we captured it really well too. I thought
it really was. And Dan, their food was delicious, wasn't it?
Everything was amazing. They had some fun, unique things that they did with you that kind of caught you off guard.
Yeah.
I loved watching you make it because you're like, whoa, you want me to do that? And he was like, yeah, just do it. And
bro, the amount of potatoes he wanted to put in that fucking, I was like, that's not gonna work.
Can't roll this up. Jeff's like, yes, you can.
But
you got
notice the difference in the first episode we did, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, to this that just recently aired this past season and was nominated for an Emmy. And make sure if you want to speak, we unmute our microphones, guys. I'm gonna let it ride here. You guys ready? Check this out. This is Restaurant Road Trip at the Art of Yum in the what was the museum called? Fish? Do you remember?
Mattatuck, the Mattatuck Museum.
The Mattatuck Museum. And by the way, beautiful area of Bridgeport, wasn't it? It was gorgeous over there.
Waterbury.
Waterbury.
Oh yeah, Waterbury. Beautiful area of Waterbury.
Yeah, it's gorgeous in Bridgeport. You're right.
Bridgeport, beautiful town.
Beautiful Bridgeport. That's what they say.
That's what they say. It's on T-shirt.
Restaurant Road Trip here at the Art of Yum. Check us out. These guys.
Brass Bridgeport.
The gummies are hitting.
Here we go.
We all know the kind of places, the
wait, we're doing
swag.
What is that about?
Office buildings, the museums that have that cafe in-house where they make those ho-hum boring sandwiches that you probably wouldn't even want to put in your kid's school lunch.
Fish did ask me to wear the orange shirt again, and I told him it was in the wash. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I like how you matched your hair to your shirt.
Well, the Art of Yum at the Mattatuck Museum in Waterbury is trying to change that with award-winning tacos, a make-your-own mac and cheese situation, and a sushi
I've already
burrito.
seen 3 different cameras we've used already, like in this, right? We used one camera on that first episode. This is 3 different cameras. There's a steady cam that we've used already, shoulder rig that I'm shooting this on, and then a handheld side angle that I don't really like too much, but whatever, it needed it doing it as well. And that's the big difference visually I see already.
Well, I mean, you can already tell we have a bigger crew here because you look at this right now, Fish, like I'm walking backwards and you're shooting as I'm walking backwards. Someone has to be behind you. You're going to fall on your ass. So someone's watching.
Dan's grabbing my ass. Dan, I think, was literally grabbing my freaking back of my. Yeah, he's grabbing my waist like this.
I was holding you tight and secure. I made sure nothing happened to you, Danny boy. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Those shots, like you can't do that with a 2-man crew. You can't do that.
You could. You just might fall.
That's true.
It's the Art of Yum right now at the Mattatuck Museum in Waterbury. Maybe we'll get a little cultural on the way.
Yo, I like how you did that.
Look at these shots. Are you fucking kidding me?
Jeff, awesome to come back and see you again, man. Dude, thanks for having us over here.
Well, just this, right?
Oh,
right.
Anytime.
So right here, we never used to light things, and this is since we went to PBS.
Right.
So like finally being able to have time and crew to be able to light each scene increased the production value so much. That in audio, I think. Camera is pretty similar, just it's a better camera. But lighting and audio makes such a big difference.
It's funny because I can hear the audio difference. You're right.
Yeah.
What a beautiful spot, man, here in the museum. How did this end up happening?
Listen, during COVID, the museum called. They're like, listen, we're going through a lot of remodeling, things like that. Like, you want to join us and be a part of our catering crew?
Cool, dude.
So we used to be around the corner on Grand Street.
Yeah, that's where I first met you, was over there, right?
Yeah, of course. So he's like, you know what? Why not? The Art of Yum in a museum only makes sense.
Makes total sense, right?
Definitely.
And the people that I've met so far, they seem really cool in here. Very like supportive and
of course
that you're here.
Definitely, of course.
I mean, and one of the cool things too I love about this, you're an artist yourself. You do some painting.
If I'm nitpicking, I kind of hate this background music now. I'm just saying.
I was just thinking that too.
I like the bass line in the beginning, but now it's gotten a little.
Now it sounds like Mrs. Spider's Neighborhood or something.
Yeah,
I know. Weird. What we did like editing this season is we had our assistant editor Danielle and we culled a bunch of various music together, and she did B-roll pulling as well, like pulling top clips.
Shout out Danielle.
And shout out Danielle tomorrow. Then those were just sort of chosen for each episode. Sometimes we'd go in and certain songs would fit a certain vibe. But I think it's just when you watch something back months later, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, you nitpick, right? All right, here we go. Let's get
You
it.
nitpick.
I mean, you try. You see the artwork on the walls.
Thank you,
Just
thank you.
gorgeous, man.
Thank you,
And
I
this is all
appreciate
stuff
it.
that you've done, right?
Yes, definitely.
You're very open-minded, very free-thinking, almost like your artwork when it comes to the food, right?
Yeah, of course. I like to call it an American fusion. I like to take, a little bit of the Bayou, a little Italian, a little Japanese, and just mix it all together to make one
Put it in the bowl,
American
cool menu.
Yeah,
Whip it up and see what
exactly.
we got, right?
Exactly.
Man, I'm excited about this make your own mac and cheese choices. Like, are you kidding me?
Listen, whatever you want, you got
I love it.
for
I
You
love
got
it.
it for it.
Your whole family's a part of this, right?
Yeah, of course. So, my father, he's like the host with the most. He'll sing to you.
I remember your dad. And your wife works with you too. Your wife's one
She
of
does.
being.
She's our general manager.
Okay.
Also my personal life manager as well.
I got one of those too.
It all works.
Yeah, yeah. Enough talk. I want you and I to go cook in this kitchen. Can we do it?
Let's go. Let's make it happen.
We're gonna make some art on a plate.
Yeah.
My man,
Yeah.
Chef Michelle. Let's do it, brother.
See, I kind of wish we would give away what the final plate looked like right then, you know?
Yeah, maybe not. But man,
All right,
that's
Chef,
like my
I'm excited
favorite
here, man.
dish of this
What are we making?
So we're making my specialty dish called the Sushi-rito.
Sushi-rito.
My breakfast version of sushi.
All right, and this has pork belly in it, right?
A lot
That's
more
pork belly
grit
in
in
it.
this making
Yeah.
beard
Let's
right
do it.
here
How to
than it was
start?
in the first
3
episode.
eggs.
Crack them in here.
Like you're making an
Dude,
omelet?
just
Come
in
on now.
here,
Well, here's the
like
trick. If you-
this kitchen scene, without our lights, this was like dark, moody. It was
Yeah,
like,
it was terrible.
And so having again the time to light, and it's not like great lighting, but it's like it's fill light. It makes it feel a little bit more natural. That makes such a difference.
Shout out to our
Crazy.
friend Roger from Good Old Days chiming in on Instagram. Love to see him there. We are recapping some of the episodes that just got nominated for Emmys for Restaurant Road Trip here. Our guest tonight is Dan Fish. He's our partner in Restaurant Road Trip. He's one of the partners, executive producer. He is the man, the myth, the legend that makes things happen. Shout out to our good brother, Chef Dan Cardos, as well, who just joined us as well.
Hey.
We are hanging out tonight, recapping some Restaurant Road Trip, talking a little bit about our Emmy nominations this year. Check this out right here. This is the Art of Yum.
You ever do get shell in your egg? Use the egg shell to pull the shell out. It's
Oh,
like
look
a
at this little
magnet for
tips.
eggshells.
Come on, man.
All right, so
Tips.
let's get
Did
nice
that
with
this
the fork
morning.
right here.
Did it this morning.
Try to make a perfect rectangle on that flat top.
What? Out of this?
Well, it's funny because I joke about that. That's part of the thing we were trying to do more and more of is give tips and things like that for home cooks and people watching the show. More takeaways from it, which we did none of the very first episode.
The first
Out of that.
season.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, and before the egg cooks on top, you can salt bae some panko right on top of that.
All right, I'm heavy on the panko,
And the
chef.
key to all things good, adobo. Oh, that's a
I
lot.
love when he
All
calls
right,
it out right there.
We good, we good,
That
we
was a
good.
lot.
We're gonna take some home fries,
Whole fries too?
squeeze them in your hand like so,
Well, that's
and
technique.
throw them into.
Oh,
Let it drop.
Right?
I love it. I love
Damn,
it.
that's what I'm talking about. Here we go.
All right, so you can flip onto the panko side.
All right. Little cheese on top
I
of
didn't want
that.
to brown that egg in the
What do you got there?
This is the Michi pork belly bits.
Ooh.
It's pork belly smoked and then ground.
Okay. Smoked pork belly. Your
Ooh.
sauce, right?
Yep.
What's that over there on the side?
Smooth.
Put it right on the flat top.
Smooth.
All right.
That's
Is that enough?
Yep, that's perfect. A little more. You need more of the pork belly.
Is that enough?
No, hold on. Yep. Perfect.
No, wait, I think we need a little more.
There you go. Boom.
You can't let it die. You just
This is pork belly.
Perfect. On top of pulp.
One thick line down the middle.
Now this is my favorite part. You can make like a nice graffiti drip down the middle.
I know what
Mine
you
got a
mean.
little thick.
I got you.
Interesting. So then put aioli straight down the middle. Take the pork belly.
All right.
Put it right.
My man said interesting.
Yeah.
That was
the worst.
Interesting. It was sweet. That was really sweet of him.
All this in that little spot.
Right there.
Yeah, he told you
you
to
got
stop. You kept doubling up on
You're
it.
Chef Plum, man. You can make it happen.
How's that?
Oh, I recognize
The
it.
home fries. Put it right here.
We're gonna roll this up.
Yeah. Try to get it as tight as possible.
Yep.
Yep.
Interesting. I feel like that panko actually helps hold the egg together a little bit.
Yep.
It did. It was
So we're
weird.
cutting this guy up. This is the first time I've ever used egg for sushi. This is crazy. I love it.
Pickle veg
Yep.
will be
It's so
like our
creative,
fake
this
ginger.
dish.
On top of full aioli on top of the sushi-rito. Spring mix microgreen just right on top.
Little micro.
All right, here we go.
Boy, I'm shit about heart right there.
Beautiful dish, man.
Damn.
This is breakfast or is this lunch or is this dinner? This
Bro,
is all
it's
the above.
everything. It's everything.
I'm
It's
high
when
as
you're
hell.
hungry,
I
you
want
eat
to
it.
eat some.
Check this out, sushi Rito. This is crazy. I can't wait to get my mouth on this. This is nuts.
Wait.
Man, thank you for creative, bro.
So we gotta flip that.
on the plate.
Whoa!
There's a lot of
This-
sexual
talking about-
innuendos.
That out.
That again. That was amazing.
This is why we shouldn't be able to do.
This is the first time I've ever used egg for sushi. This is crazy.
It's crazy.
I love it.
Pickle veg.
Yep.
Will be like our fake ginger. A dollop of full aioli on top of the sushirito. Spring mix microgreen, just right on top.
Plum's favorite.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
What a beautiful dish, man.
Damn.
This breakfast or is this lunch or is this dinner? This
Bro,
is all the
it's
above.
everything. It's everything. It's when you're hungry, you eat it.
It does
Check
look
this out,
phenomenal.
sushirito. Man, this is crazy talk. Are you kidding me? I can't wait to get my mouth on this. This is nuts. I love it. Oh, you're the man. Thank you for the creative, huh?
I thought. It's the art of yum, art of the plate.
Check that out.
That used to be one of the videos you play like on repeat.
Chef, this all looks amazing, and I see 3 types of mac and cheese in front of me. I mean, I have tacos in front of me. Let's do this. Let's talk about these tacos right here.
All right.
Pickled veg, shrimp.
A little bit of coleslaw.
The difference in how this looks versus the first one, Dan, is night and day.
Great still frame to stop on, by the way.
Yeah,
amazing.
Right? Well, what I love is like
It's a
how
great
I don't know
shot.
who had the forethought. One of us had the forethought to say, "Listen, he's got that art of yum like cutouts. Let's put them in the background of the frame." Who did that?
I don't remember. I think it was Dan.
That might have. I don't know. I feel like Jeff, Audio Jeff.
I kind of feel like you might be right.
Yeah, it might have been that. I don't remember who it was.
He was great, man. He's been
Love
on
that
other
guy.
shoots with me and other projects, and he's freaking awesome. Jeff Ash.
Yeah,
Gotta
he
love
does a
him.
great job. Shout out to Jeff. We love that guy. He's awesome. But like this, I
Great
mean, just
shot.
looking at the lighting on this shot, the artwork in there, the signs in the background, it just looks phenomenal. Like this is just this whole different level, in my opinion, compared to the first episode.
Yeah, we took advantage of the space. I think Matatuck Museum really helped because this was the restaurant's right through that door.
Yeah.
This is where everyone would eat. I think all their customers, they had to eat in a different room. So, but the museum was big enough that, they could do that. And it wasn't an inconvenience to them, sticking back to that original thought. But yeah, it allowed us to show art of the museum that they're in and then the restaurant. And I think
100%.
Yeah, that was nice.
Anthony's chiming in on Instagram. He says it looks bigger than the whole first place that we showed. And yeah, I think it
was.
definitely it's in a museum.
Yeah.
It
was like a
the
3-floor
lobby.
museum.
It's like the lobby of the museum. They had behind that door was the kitchen with the front where you started. This was the dining room area. Then they had like a banquet room behind us that they would do like conferences and stuff like that. But then it was the whole lobby. So they were selling like art, antiques, whatever, novelties right behind us. And then you go into another room. Like this place was huge.
Yeah, it was massive. I mean, it's a museum.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Super cool.
I mean, I love that, like the guy riding the tractor and that picture in the background, like the artwork. It's just beautiful stuff. So check this out. I fast forwarded a little bit. Let's see where we are.
Hanging out with you, like I said, it's that feeling you're really getting, man, and you're nailing that. And I tell you what, this is I'm unbelievable, man. I appreciate you, Chef. Thank you so much. This is unbelievable.
This is the best
I think you got
part.
some tickets because my phone was calling my name.
Done, gotcha.
That was really good, actually.
He went right along with me there because I didn't tell him I was doing that.
Yeah,
I was like, I heard you got some tickets. You probably need to get back there. And he was like, oh, yeah, you're right. And went back there, which was great. What a fucking great out right there, wasn't it, Dan?
Yeah.
I think this outro here too, him and Dante, was it the first take? I think maybe the second take. Like they were smooth. I think it was the first too. They were smooth, man. They were really. This kills me every time.
I mean, what I love about this now, I'm seeing. We'll talk about it afterwards. I'm seeing so
I've
much.
been coming to the Art of Yum ever since it first opened,
Oh, I forgot.
and the food is really just excellent food. My favorite, you must try it if you come, is the shrimp and grits.
Well, right here,
They're excellent,
that
so
shot,
yummy
we
and
would never
delicious.
see how we're spinning. We're on an automatic lazy Susan too. That was something we brought in now.
So here's our funny ending. I'm looking at artwork, trying to get inspired. That's funny.
You like that, huh?
Chef, it speaks to me like the colors. It feels like a beautiful hurricane in the forest. It's something special.
Really? It is RDO.
It's just so pretty. It's so beautiful.
You wouldn't stop the camera. You didn't call cut.
It's gorgeous. I'm still crying.
This is why you're nominated, right there. That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, come on. I mean, you go back and I go back and watch that, and I'm like, as a person who's judged things for different regions of the country for Emmys, That's fucking good, man. And I'm not being like, I'm trying to be like non-biased with it, but looking at the shots, looking at the dialogue, looking at just how the whole thing, that's fucking good. Jeffy, you've been recently judging some stuff. What do you think when you watch that?
Yeah. I was saying it earlier, and I'll say it again. I enjoyed reliving some of these episodes recently much more than I did judging some of the stuff
from the Midwest
that I did in the Heartland this year. I got to do branded content, short form and long form, in the Heartland. Yeah, which was long form. Damn.
Dan, when you go back and watch this, man, it brings back memories, of course. But what do you think when you watch it? You're like, wow, that was actually really good, or you're like, oh, I see some things we do differently, or what's your first thoughts?
Well, I'm always going to critique, just like we do with our dishes. Like, you're always looking for a way to make something better. That's just the nature of who we are as people. But I mean, being real, like, first of all, the time that we have doing this is beyond fun, because like the kitchen was busy. Like, homeboy, you see dude behind you while you're doing the interview in the kitchen. He's working. He was making a salad. Like, there was people there to eat while we were shooting. So we're doing this. We're having fun. There's that kitchen energy that we all have embraced, and we've brought Dan into that. And you feel that, and that energy is there throughout every episode and through every shot and everything we do. It's that energy, it's that feeling that feels so good. And I think that's what makes these episodes so great, is because you see that energy, that being able to have that like joke with him and him understand what you meant by tickets in the, like, he knew, oh yeah, absolutely, tickets in the kitchen. Right. Like, that's it. It was a chef to chef conversation. There was no need for the conversation because it was already there. Like, we already understand that, and we kind of go into every episode with that mindset and are able to bring the chefs into that, and the chefs feel involved. Being able to have that last joke with them, they feel involved. Like, it's not, they don't feel like, oh, this is the guy coming in and we have to do what he says. No. Like, you come in and you make them part of the show. And that's the beautiful thing, I think, that separates this from so many other things that people try to do, is that it's not about you or about us. It's about them. And it's about the restaurant. And it's about what they do and where they're at and how they got there. And I love that. And that's my favorite part about being here, is being able to be with those people and get that feeling.
I mean, honestly, Dan, Fish, come on, you gotta get up for Dan and one here. He hit it on the nose right there.
I was just gonna say, that's always been like the mission statement, right? It's like it's about the restaurant. It's about the restaurant. It's not about Plum. It's not about us. It's about the restaurant. It's about making them look like rock stars.
So, Fish, you go back and watch that episode, and you see, I mean, it kind of makes sense that we got 3 Emmy nominations this year. I'm not being a dick, but I just watched that, and that's good content. Like, that to me is something that should be Emmy nominated.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm glad you're being modest.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
you're the most humble person I've ever met.
You're like, man, I'm a bad motherfucker, and I think, first of all,
listen, Jeffy, I want you to grab. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna walk out with them wallets. I want you to grab my wallet out that bag. You're supposed to ask me which one's mine.
Which one? How am I gonna know it's your wallet?
It's the one that says "bad motherfucker" on it.
Oh,
take the money. You earned that. You take the money out of that. I need my wallet. Fish, sorry, we're recreating Pulp Fiction.
I got that. Yep.
But you watch that and you see that, and I mean, I don't know, it's fucking good, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've figured out a formula, and I think that our production values increased over years, and I think that we're doing a good job. We're doing the best we can. We're at these restaurants for 4 to 5 hours. That's it. Right. If we had a full day at a restaurant, which is something I've always wanted to do, we'd be able to do a lot more, and I think take more time and make things look a lot better. But then we maybe would be more of an inconvenience, and that doesn't work for the show.
Right.
So being able to make something that looks like that, sounds like that, and comes together in that short period of time is, 100%. I think it's awesome. Yeah, I'm psyched on how it all turned out.
And we went from doing 3-minute segments on a morning show to doing a half-hour TV show that featured 3 restaurants on each show. I mean, it really tremendously grew. Anthony's chiming in on Instagram. He says, "The path of the righteous man." By the way, that's from Pulp Fiction.
I heard Dan finishing that.
One more fish out of here because we've been running our mouth a whole lot here, and you gotta check him out right here.
Yeah,
Fish. That's our homie. He's the man. One of the most talented individuals walking God's green earth right now. I'm telling you, when it comes to doing what he does, there's few people better in the world. I don't know if anybody's better than he is. Actually,
I was just gonna say,
There's a good amount of people better. Yeah, but thank you.
You would say that, but I'm telling you, listen. We're gonna if we finish our story on June 8th, you are not allowed to say that anymore. You are allowed to say that I am one of the best in the fucking world at what I do. And by the way, notice how I worded that. You're not the best. You're one of the best in the world at what you do. And rest assured, and don't you worry your pretty little heart, Dan Fish. If we win that, I will be saying that. Don't you worry. Don't worry, Dan. We are one of the best in the world at what we do. Yeah.
Jeffy, that's intense.
If we win, am I wrong?
No.
I
Thank
don't know.
You're right.
Thank you, Dan.
I'm not gonna say it.
Right.
I'll say it.
You could say it. Just like you guys, right? I'm sure there's chefs that you've learned from over time, right? That's how I feel about everybody in my end. No, you taught yourself everything. You're right.
Everything. You can tell I'm a great teacher because look at this picture. This shows you I'm a good teacher. Sexy. There it is.
Right. You have that one on hand.
Yeah, we always keep that close.
There's so many people, even the guys that I work with all the time on all my other projects. I'm constantly learning and being introduced to new people
100%
in different parts of the industry. Like working with a new gaffer over the last year, it's been awesome. And then that's making me better in other ways. And so it's just cool to learn from everybody. So it's nice to get recognition, but you're never like done, right? You're always going to still grow and learn.
You finish one story, move on to the next, but we got to finish the story.
There we go.
We're going to Cody Rhodes this bitch. We're going to finish. By the way, gaffer, does that mean a person who does lighting?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Gummy Jeffy, throw it out there before we throw the next video up. It's a short video we're going to play.
Oh, yeah. What? Talk about it?
Whatever you're going to talk about. You just raise your hand.
No. Yeah, no, I was just going to say, I learned something that I take with me everywhere from working on the set with you guys, and that was actually good brother Matt taught me how to like twirl a cord, like the way they do on a sports thing, and now I do that with all my cords. Like when I get a new cord, I condition them all the right way like that, so they wrap nice. So that way, I can't wait to impress them when I see them. When
it is stressful if you're wrapping. Yeah, if you're doing a line around Matt, like any kind of like electrical, it's stressful,
bro.
It has to be perfect around,
bro. He's fucking. He was like, Jeff. Oh, hey man, I appreciate your help.
Yeah,
let me teach you. And then he's like, just like this. Like it's just this. It's here. You do it. And I was like, what did you just do? Magic? I kept trying to do it, and he goes, Jeff, no, like this. And I was like, I
just go wait to counter.
We actually have video of Jeffy watching him do a chord. Let me show it to you.
Oh God.
What that is? That's a damn Lamborghini panel wagon. Sapphire blue.
Yeah.
That's a video of actual Jeff watching your brother run the chord up there.
Seriously,
I'm that impressed for sure.
Well, Matt, he works for ESPN. He does freelance for ESPN as well as all this other crazy stuff, and so all the lines that they have to run for all those cameras. Like he's done the X Games, he's done the Olympics, and all those lines, man. He's gonna wrap them up at the end of the day. It's crazy.
Well, he said he may not be some of your good brothers here on PlumLuvFoods Live, allegedly on ESPN very, very soon. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh, love that.
That's all I'm
Quick
saying.
plug.
That's it. And then we actually have video of Jeffy when he saw good brother Matt run the chords up. He was so blown away. He sang. There it is, right there. He was
That's my dude. Yes.
He's
I
can do
love that guy.
You don't understand, Fish. I can do this all night. He watched it happen. The first time when Jeffy asked Matt about doing the cables, Matt said this to him.
Okay, terrific.
There you go. And then he showed him his first bundle. We have video of him showing him his first bundle, and this was his response.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
That's very hurtful. He didn't do a good job. And then he looked at him and said
Honestly, does anyone have any standards here?
He was very upset
keep
by the whole
going.
thing.
I can't wait to send this to him so he can see.
And so Jeffy was like, "All right, give me a chance. Let's make it happen." So we took video of him doing it, and he's like, "All right, let me do it."
Big bucks, no whammy, stop!
Stop it, oh.
It just didn't work out. So,
oh my god.
Don't you
I'm
wish you could show
telling you.
videos for everything in life? It's amazing.
Dude, you have so much.
Dude. We got one more video to show. It's a short. It's only a minute long, but it's really fun. It just showcases some of the fun stuff we have on Restaurant Roadshow. Make sure you unmute your microphones. You guys want to talk here. Here is a very important reel from what we did at Restaurant Road Trip.
I think we're going to be off to a really special relationship.
What?
Are you leading? Are you leading?
You can lead.
You want to talk? Unmute your mic.
Just natural. So natural.
That's our sound guy. Shout out to Jeff.
Yeah.
Don't look buff. Don't look buff in the shot.
Like Jack. Don't look buff.
Well, food's delicious, right? Awesome.
It's my favorite.
So are the cocktails. I'm really drunk right now.
Hi.
Poppy's Kitchen and Coffee and Kitchen.
That outro, that whole thing was just so random that you came up
Hey
with.
guys,
What's going on?
Good to see you guys. What's going on? How are you? That was weird.
That was weird.
I broke the yoke.
You have to try that again.
I broke the
She's
yoke.
So we'll edit that part out and we'll just do it again.
No, he won't. He
No,
won't.
he
He'll leave
won't.
it in.
There it is.
He's
It's
here.
in there.
That guy's awesome.
That guy, you know what part's not in there? When you go, that guy fucks.
Yeah, I remember that.
That part was cut.
I actually love that guy's awesome part. That guy's awesome.
Yeah, it was the PG version.
That guy fucks.
Dude, I love that when we said that. I almost pissed my pants. I was laughing so hard.
Oh,
You know
shit.
what's crazy is that funny bit at Hindsight Barbecue where you were looking at the camera. That was literally 5 minutes after we learned about the restaurant bailing on us. So it just shows to like the good energy we had on set. So for you to even feel that way, to make jokes and all that, like, it's nuts.
Let's just having faith. I know we have it handled. We figure it out. The boys will figure it out. That's what we do. And I have a lot of faith in the team.
We were on it.
We have great people, and everybody. What I love is that everybody's so committed. I mean, sure, there's some green people. If you look at them compared to other people in the business, they're a little bit green, a little bit rookies, but not so much anymore. And but they're committed, and that's what I love about the whole thing about our team. It's a commitment thing. And when we do season 3, by the way, which is going to happen, I want our sound guy Jeff back.
I'll let him up
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
We want Jeff back.
Jeff Hanish. He's a great guy. We like that guy a lot.
Fish, listen, man, before we get out of here, we run a little late, so I want to wrap this up rather quickly. But congratulations to you, my friend. You are well-deserved of all the accolades. We are 6-time Emmy nominees at the moment. Hopefully we can bring something home this year. I'm very excited about it. You fucking deserve it. I really, really think that you're one of the best in the business of what you do. And if it...
Agreed.
In my opinion, there's few things better in the world than the respect and adulation of your peers. And if we can come out of here winning this Emmy this year, that proves that. And there are few things better in the world than that. And hopefully with that, don't change who you are, but just hopefully you'll understand how good you are.
Good.
That's what
I was waiting for. I love that. I was waiting for a line or something. I thought you're building up to some.
Yeah, I thought we were going
there.
promo.
I definitely thought. Yeah, I felt the promo.
I thought the promo was coming. I thought you were going to.
That's kind of a promo.
It was good. It was very.
He's been practicing his heel turns all week, though. He's heel turning.
Oh, the heel turn's coming.
He likes to talk that shit. He likes to flip on you.
I'm tired of all these chefs. The heel turn's coming.
Hey, I appreciate it, Plum, and congrats to the whole team and to you.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I hope we all go in June, and we've been there before, so we know what it's like. So we can go in with a different mindset, maybe.
I can't wait for the roast chicken again.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm eating
I already
beforehand.
said I'm not buying a beer there. Yeah, I'm eating beforehand or eating after, and then not buying a drink.
Just
I'm
bringing a flask. Which I think
I'm there for a good time.
Good idea.
Yes, we're there for a good time. Yeah, it'll be fun, man.
Hey, if we actually win, are we all going to go up?
I think so, right? Maybe if it's just host, if it's just the host, I do think it should only be you.
Yeah, it's just you, buddy.
I don't give a fuck what the rules are. I want us. We're all. Maybe one of us. Maybe I'll talk, but I want us all to go up. Like we're the NW fucking O. We are all going up.
All right, that'll depend on who else comes with us to the Emmys as well, because I'm going to extend it out to obviously everybody who's on it, and we can't forget like Justin Mashuda who did graphics on this. We got
Justin,
like everybody.
But if he wants to go up with us,
yeah,
fuck yeah, we'll
and John Callius who was on it.
We're not wearing suits. I'm gonna get us all like Restaurant Road Trip NWO shirts. We're gonna go up, or maybe DX shirts. We're gonna all go up. It's gonna be amazing. Anthony's chiming in on Instagram. He said for life. There we go.
There it is.
But we're going to go up. It's going to happen, and I can't wait. And I think everyone here deserves praise, deserves congratulations to you guys.
Woo!
Jeff, and you guys are amazing,
and you
at what you do. And I can't wait to do this all again. I cannot wait because
fuck yeah, brother.
The fact that we're sitting here doing this and even talking about this is hilarious to me. But it's well deserved hilarity. That's how I look at it. I mean, like it's so funny because I know where you guys all come from,
brother.
And here we are making this kind of thing happen. And again, it's that adulation, that respect of your peers, which that trophy shows. That's what we have. And I can't wait to get that trophy and put it around my neck like a fucking Flavor Flav chain. I'm so excited.
I've often thought about that.
All summer. I'm going to wear that bitch all summer. Hey, what's that right now? It's my fucking Emmy, bitch.
I feel like, are they long though? Because I was thinking about it. I might sling it across my back. Like like a sword and just like pop it out whenever I get to it, like anywhere I go, just like put it on the.
They might be 12 inches long or so.
Like, and I'll just sit and look at it and admire it.
Yeah. It's going to be amazing. I might replace the Hyundai emblem on my car with the Emmy trophy.
Oh, I like that.
Put on the roof.
I like that.
Whoa.
There it
is. Yo, we
Magnet on the
epoxy like
bottom.
a heavy magnet to the bottom, and then we just stick it to the hood every time we go places. Emmy on the hood ornament.
What is that?
Oh
we want VIP parking. Why? Because it's see the Emmy on the front of that car? Hey, how do I know which car is yours? It's the one with the fucking Emmy on the hood.
Come on, bro.
There we go.
Know who I am, right? You know me.
That's right. That's right. Anthony's chiming in on Instagram. He says, "Wear it on your wrist." I don't know if it really works like that.
Ghostface. Like Ghostface is a bracelet. Like you had the Falcon.
Yeah, you had the giant Falcon on this shit.
Fish, we appreciate the hell out of you. You were a talented man, and we appreciate the fact that we get to work with you, and we cannot wait to see what happens next and celebrate this more in June. It's going to be incredible. So shout out to you. Well deserved. You work your ass off, and you're a talented guy, and we appreciate the hell out of you.
Thank you, guys. Love working with you. Happy we're all friends.
Love you, bro.
Love you, Dan.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, he's like, happy we're all friends.
That's how I feel.
That's not a holiday.
I always get sad after shooting because we don't see each other again
It's depressing. We go on a run.
Yeah,
we go on a run for like 2 weeks. Seeing each other, then we don't see each other. It was nice. Saw you all at Mohegan. That was awesome. Hung out for like 2-3 days. It was like 3 days.
Oh man,
Barbecue Fest in September. We're gonna in June. It's the Barbecue Fest in June.
Get the fucking band back together, guys.
Get the band back together.
Get the band back together, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, multi-time Emmy-nominated director,
third
producer,
outro,
and shooter. I'm ending. I'm gonna kick you out right now. This fucking guy. I was about to clap for you too, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking Dan Fish.
Dan Fish. Dan Fish. Let's go.
We love you, buddy, but you're an asshole. There he goes. Get him the fuck out of here.
You kill me. You'll be like Jeffy laying the plane. You'll be circling that motherfucker for a year, though.
I was trying to end it.
A year and a half.
Every time I try to end it, Jeffy's like, "Well, you know, there was one time you could get some chicken and make a whole thing."
I gotta be honest, man. My soliloquies don't.
What's that word? What is that word?
Soliloquy.
Okay. Listen. Shout out to Chef. Not Chef. He's shout out to executive producer and director Dan Fish from Restaurant Road Trip. Good freaking brother. We appreciate the hell out of him. And by the way, there it is, right there. Wait, where'd it go? Pop it up on the screen. Boom. Right there. Restaurant Road Trip. 3 nominations this year. Right there. We're very excited about for the Emmys. And there's
like this.
We're wearing like Ghostface right there.
Like
Boom.
that.
Just
like that.
Where's the Emmy right there? Maybe
just like that. Just like that.
I kind of feeling that. I gotta be honest. That's
just like that. All day
don't
long.
forget
Depends on how big it is.
Memorial Day weekend right there. The Rose Soiree. We're going to be there hanging out Sunday, May 26th. Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be a great time. Check us out there. Ladies and gentlemen, for Good Brother Chef Jeffy, for Good Brother Chef Dan, for our guest tonight, the one, the only Dan Fish. Make sure you check out his company, Full Send Productions. You can just Google it. You'll find it on the internet. They got all kinds of great video, great kind of content. This dude's killing it. He hangs out of car windows and shoots fucking airplanes, which makes no sense, but he does it.
Hell yeah.
Go to his website and find out what I'm talking about.
A real Fall Guy.
Oh, nicely done, Jeffy. Do you remember the old theme song of Fall Guy? Because I don't remember it.
Do not. They're going to ruin it like they did fucking the other movie that we talked about.
It's not even kind of the same.
Should we not talk about that right now? Because Roadhouse, the new Roadhouse is fun.
No,
it's fun.
Let's end the show and we can argue.
I haven't seen it yet, but it can't be.
It's worth watching. It's fun. It's a great ride. For Chef Jeff.
It's not the same.
For Chef Dan. It's not. They don't try to be.
Dog shit.
They don't try to be. For Chef Dan, my name is Chef Plum. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. Make sure you check out our friends over at Full Send Productions. Restaurant Road Trip. 3 Emmy nominations this year. We're very excited about it. Friends, remember, food is one of the most important things we have in life. Everything important in life revolves around food. Let's make sure we give it the time it deserves. We'll see you guys next week right here on PlumLuvFoods Live.
From the tower of power, too sweet to be sour, I'm funky like a monkey. Sky's the limit and space is the place.
Thank you for listening to PlumLuvFoods Live. See you next week, good brothers and sisters.